This video is for general information only and isn't a substitute for personalized advice from your own healthcare professional. Have you ever started eating healthier and suddenly felt more bloated than before? You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. Bloating during a calorie deficit is one of the most common complaints people have when they start reducing their food intake. And the good news is there are usually some very clear reasons why it happens. When you cut calories, you tend to change what you're eating, not just how much. Most people naturally start eating more vegetables, whole grains, and legumes like lentils and chickpeas. These are genuinely great choices, but they're also high in fibre and fermentable carbohydrates, which means your gut bacteria get to work breaking them down, and that process produces gas. It's completely normal, but it can feel really uncomfortable, especially if your digestive system isn't used to that kind of intake yet. Cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, are particularly well known for this. So are beans and lentils. These foods aren't bad for you at all. Your gut just needs time to adapt. There's another culprit worth knowing about, especially if you're reaching for low-calorie snacks or protein bars. Many of these contain sugar alcohols, ingredients like sorbitol, xylitol, or maltitol. These keep the calorie count down, but they're poorly absorbed by the body, and for a lot of people they cause significant bloating, gas, and sometimes loose stools. It's worth checking your ingredient labels if you're eating these regularly. A couple of other practical tips from the evidence. Try eating more slowly, as eating quickly means swallowing excess air, which directly contributes to bloating. Reducing carbonated drinks, chewing gum, and drinking through straws can also help for the same reason. And staying well hydrated may help some people as fibre intake increases. Stress can also play a role. Dieting isn't always a relaxed experience, and stress affects the gut through what's known as the gut-brain axis. Stress hormones like cortisol can alter how quickly food moves through your digestive system, and this varies quite a bit from person to person. For women specifically, hormonal fluctuations throughout the menstrual cycle can also influence water retention and bowel function, which may make bloating feel worse at certain times of the month. So, what can you actually do? The most evidence-supported approach is to introduce high-fibre foods gradually rather than all at once. If you've suddenly gone from a fairly low-fibre diet to large amounts of vegetables and whole grains every day, scaling back slightly and building up more slowly can make a real difference. If you're taking any medication, including metformin, a GLP-1 receptor agonist, or orlistat, it's worth knowing these can all contribute to gastrointestinal symptoms. Please don't stop taking them, but do discuss any side effects with your doctor or pharmacist. One really important point, please don't start a gluten-free diet before speaking to your GP and being tested for celiac disease. Removing gluten before testing can affect the accuracy of the results. This is in line with NICE guidance, and your GP can advise you properly. Now, when should you seek medical advice? Occasional bloating that comes and goes as your diet changes is usually nothing to worry about, but if your bloating is persistent, frequent, getting worse over time, or accompanied by other symptoms, particularly if you're a woman, please speak to your GP promptly. In some cases, bloating can be associated with conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, or less commonly, ovarian cancer. These are worth ruling out, and your doctor is the right person to help you do that. To recap, bloating during a calorie deficit is usually caused by sudden increases in fibre, fermentable vegetables, and legumes. Sugar alcohols in low-calorie products are another common trigger. Introduce these foods gradually, eat slowly, check your labels, and if you're on medication or your symptoms are persistent, always speak to a healthcare professional. If this was helpful, leave a comment below, especially if you found something that's worked for you. Like this video if you'd like to see more, and subscribe to the Bolt Pharmacy channel for more straightforward, medically reviewed health information.